Dads, what's the craziest thing your son has asked ChatGPT? I was using my laptop in the living room when my 13-year-old son came up to me asking if he could borrow it for his homework. Sure, whatever. He's a good kid. I handed it over. Went to make dinner. Came back 20 minutes later and he was gone. The laptop was still open though, and I noticed ChatGPT was up on the screen. I was curious what kind of homework he was doing, so I checked the history. This kid wasn't doing homework. He asked ChatGPT how to make my dad think I'm sick so I don't have to go to school tomorrow. Bro, but it gets worse. The next question, what's the best excuse to get out of a family dinner? It's only once a week, lil bro. It cannot be that bad. I kept scrolling and this kid had a whole list of questions. How to fake doing chores. How to make it look like I'm paying attention in online class. And the worst one, how to convince my parents to buy me gift cards without feeling guilty. I was actually impressed by how dedicated he was to being lazy. If he spent half this energy on actual productivity, he'd be rich by now. Then I saw the crown jewel, the question that made me put the laptop down and just stare into the void for a sec. How do I make my parents think I have good grades without looking suspicious? At this point, I'm equal parts furious and genuinely concerned about his future as a con artist. I called him downstairs. He came shuffling in like he was walking to his own trial. Hoodie up, hands in his pocket, eyes on the floor. I turned the laptop around and showed him the screen. He went pale. His mouth opened, but no sound came out, like his brain was buffering. Finally, he stammered. It was just research for a project. I blinked. A project. Yeah, like a, psychology thing. Psychology. Yeah, Nolan, if you wanted to be this smart, you could use that brain to actually do your chores for the next month. He tried to protest. Opened his mouth like he had a whole defense prepared, but I just pulled up the ChatGPT tab again. He looked at it, then at me, and just nodded in defeat. Understood. Now go clean your room. For real this time. I'm checking. He shuffled off like a deflated balloon. But here's the kicker. 2 days later, I'm using my laptop again, and I see a new ChatGPT search in the history. How to get ungrounded faster. This kid never learned.